in our today's discussion, we're going to talk about sponsors. As many people out there know sponsors as well, the people extending a helping hand to the needy. But nowadays, the word sponsor has a different version, meaning an old person financially supporting the young. And today in the studio, I have great guests, and we're going to discuss more about the topic. Hi.
Hi.
Please introduce yourself.
I am Prit Mumbe, a student at MKU, doing my journalism and mass communication.
That's nice.
My name is Kevin Ismail. I'm a student in Australia, Sydney, Australia, Kent University.
That's nice. You're welcome. Start with our first guest, and she's going to tell us what she understands by the meaning of sponsor. Hello, Pretty.
I'm good.
Please tell us what you understand by the meaning of the word sponsor.
My understanding of the word sponsor, to take you earlier, some years back, sponsor, as you know, there were people who were extending their kindness or generosity to the poor. But of late, a sponsor is a trading word to university students. That a sponsor is an elderly person the age of your father or your mother who is taking care of you and all your needs and expecting something in return. That is my understanding of and how it is trading.
That's nice. What about you, Mark?
Well, as Purity have said, I would like to echo what she has said. A sponsor is someone who used to be extend or a helping hand to the needy people. But in recent times, it is a word that has been trending, especially in our public universities and even private universities. Some of the students are taking old men and old women to be their sponsors. Let's say in exchange of what they may need to satisfy their needs. So I think a sponsor in today's time, it's a matter of having old woman or old man to help you satisfy your needs, or even to have him in exchange of some things that I cannot mention right here. Yes.
Okay, you've heard the meaning of the sponsor, and the next question I would like to ask you guys. Okay, as you have said, you're campus students, right? And we well know that the campus students are the ones mostly affected with the sponsor thing. So have you ever encountered any sponsors, or as a sponsor approached you, or do you have one right now?
Okay, to be honest, I've encountered a man very old, the age of my father, or elder than my father, asking me to be his mistress. And the first thing he told me is that he'd cater for my needs. But I have my morals. I'm an African, that is what I believe.
That's
and
nice.
I don't go by the multitude. It may be the trending thing, but you know how you are raised by your parents and you know what is good for yourself. So I said to myself, I wouldn't do such a thing. He's my father, and I know it's a taboo in my family. That dating an older man or a man older to be your dad is a very bad thing because it will have consequences. Even when I get married, my husband will cheat on me with a girl age of my daughter. So I say no, but I don't have a sponsor.
That's nice. What about you, Ismail? Because we well know that there are sugar mommies out there who are taking care of young boys. So what about you?
To me, I can't lie to you, Vivian. I've been in campus for the past 10 years. And in my first year, I encountered a sponsor, that is. I met an old woman who approached me with very nice words, and we bumped in with gifts and every good thing, you know. And I was really tempted to be in that relationship, sponsorship relationship. So I thought maybe it would be a good thing because maybe I needed some money to cater for my well-being in school.
How old was she?
Well, the woman was around 57.
57?
And by that time, I was only 21 years old.
Oh my God, that's a big difference.
So you can imagine. Yes, I've had a sponsor, but I can say that was during those days. But up to now, I get to understand that it is good to be to be authentic and self-driven. And you should understand that these things are things that destroy our morals as young people and things that we should not even think of doing.
Okay, so why do you think these campus students go for these old people, old enough to be their dad, old enough to be their mom? What do they go for?
Well, the reason why most people go for old women and old men is because these people, they come to campus and they are peer pressured by their fellows, people that do not have morals, and they greed for money. People want to get quick money, as my colleague has said.
Yeah.
We find that people want to get rich money, they want to look fancy, they want to have expensive things in an easier way. They don't want to be contented with whatever they have. So I think it's greed for money and also peer pressure from other students that maybe have been raised in a very poor background in such a way that they don't have good morals.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about you?
I would say why the university students are going for these sponsors is because we want more. If I go with a guy like Ismail, I know he will not give me what I want. No, because he's a student like I am, and I want more. I'm not contented with what I have. And then the trending fashion, I want to be on the top of the fashion. No. So I try to go to these older men because they have some cash. No. Yeah, basically that is what it is. And these young men, what they try to do is they want a good life to go and treat their girlfriends. So because they don't have such kind of money, they'll go to these women, they'll get some money, and they'll go and treat their girlfriends. Yeah, that is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, I don't want to assume you have friends who have got sponsors, but maybe you have them because you're a campus student and you have friends who are campus students as well.
Yeah.
So, has any sponsor divorced their wives to come and marry this campus girl? Has anything like that ever happened?
Well, as you have mentioned, these things are all in vanity. You find that these people, they want to use these young people to get to their satisfaction because they have money, they have everything. But you cannot find an old man divorcing his wife over 35, that they've been married for over 35 years, to come to live with a young girl or the age of her daughter. You find that these people, they only want to use these young people. And yes, of course, I have many friends that have sponsors because this is something that they have been influenced to be at, and they seem to be comfortable with it, but what they don't know is that these things only last for some time. A time will come when they will be there by themselves. If it's for the ladies, they'll be pregnant and nobody will be there to protect for them. If it is men, they will get STIs, HIV, and they will end up crying, lamenting why they involve themselves in such kind of activities. Yes.
Okay, as you've said, you've got friends who have got sponsors.
Yes.
Don't they influence you? Don't you get that pressure from them?
Well, at times they come, you feel like you are low, but let me tell you something, Vivian. When you're authentic and you have something called self-actualization, you understand yourself, these things come and you get to push them away because you know what you want. You're principled and you know that what is right and what is wrong. So when these people come, you give them a bit of an advice and tell them that this is what I want, and this is not where I want to be as a person. I have a future, and I'm getting ready for my wife and everything that comes ahead.
Oh, that's nice. What about you, Pretty? Do you get any influence from these friends that you have? Yeah, do you get any?
Yeah. Most of my friends do have these sponsors, and they tell me to try. They say I'm outdated because I'm not trending with what is trending. But what I know is that I should have my own principle. I should be self-driven. They can do what they're doing, but at the end of the day, you sit down yourself. You call a meeting between yourself and ask, am I doing the right thing? Is it the right direction? Was I raised up to be like that? And at the end of the day, you'd say no to that. Because these men are not there. They're just there to take advantage of you. They'll never marry you.
You've well explained the meaning of a sponsor, a wealthy old man financially supporting the young. So who do you think is the problem? These men or the young campus students?
I'll say men, these men or these old women, and also the campus students. We all have a problem because these folks, I don't just call them folks. They have their wives back at home or their husbands, but they still want more. You see, they want to taste from these young people and see how they taste because nothing else. They're there for sex. I won't lie. They're there for sex. And us as youths, we want some quick cash.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
That is how. So both sides are to blame.
Who is supposed to blame?
yeah.
Is it the young people
Yes.
or the older men
Yes,
and women?
yeah.
Well, I think our society today is very much spoiled, and we cannot put a blame on young people or even old people. This is a blame that we should put on both the young and the old, because if we had our own stance and our contentment and our own things to do as young people and old men, we won't be being involved in such cases.
Yeah. Well, you can give us your final remarks as you face the camera. You tell the youth out there who've got the sponsors or who don't have the sponsors and think this life is very sweet because they see their friends with these Gucci handbags, these expensive hair. So what do you like to tell them?
My final words to the youth out there, university student, is just that use the little you have, because little is much when God is in it. Don't look for that life that you can't have for now, because even the prominent people in our society, they all have a story to tell. They started from a scratch and now they're top there.
Well, my advice to the young people outside there, one thing you need to understand, as a young person, you have a great future ahead of you. You should not involve yourself in these evil things that you're doing, because even the Bible does not approve whatever that you're doing as young people. These sponsors will come and will go, but what you need to do is be authentic and be satisfied with whatever that you have been given and whatever that God has given you. And also to the parents, we need to take care of our children. We need to provide for them, and we need to ensure that all of them, they are satisfied with whatever they want in school. And also let's bring up our children in a way that is expected, with morals and with great things.
Well, that was so inspiring and encouraging from our guests in the studio today, Charity and Inspire. This brings us to the end of our discussion today. I was your host, Vivian Karendi. See you next time.